Your beliefs don't apply to Florida state statute. Hey, don't reach around. I don't want you reaching for nothing. Do you understand that? You're going to get a gun in your face if you reach in there.
There you go. We made an agreement. We are now contracted. I need you to sit in the car, okay?
Welcome back to the Van Ballion channel, guys. Today we head to Florida, courtesy of CopCam on Action, where Orlando police take a leaf out of Volusia County's book, or at least one officer does, by trolling and eventually arresting yet another soft-sick clown for refusing to comply, following a traffic stop for the usual list of violations. Right, let's get into the video.
Good, how are you? You got your license, registration, insurance? Thank you very much. Okay, you can't drive on this, you know that? Okay. International driver's license isn't a thing. Okay. Do you have the registration for the car or no? You don't have it on you? Okay. Alright. Okay. Are you like government or something, or just... No, I understand. You can be traveling, I get that, but like, you still need to, at some point, you can't just travel across the country for years and years and years and never get a driver's license.
This cop is underestimating the stupidity and the lengths sovereign citizens will go to deny reality.
So where are you a resident of? Is this like a sovereign citizen type thing? Okay. Well, you can't travel... You can't just be driving around for years and years with this. You like, if you're visiting, you got like a certain, like a reasonable amount of time, obviously, but you can't just be whipping whatever. Where'd you get the tag from? Yeah, but who'd you get it from? Private plate is not a thing, my man.
We see it when they remove it from his vehicle at the end of the video, but just for reference, this is the plate he's referring to.
Is this car registered? Okay, it doesn't matter if there's contracts or not. In the state of Florida, I'm not going to sit here and play the semantics game of the sovereign citizen, whatever, back and forth. No, I get what you're saying. And I get what you're saying. But right now, this car isn't registered. It can't be on the road in the state of Florida at all. But it's not registered at all, so he can't be driving it. And he hasn't provided insurance. And he doesn't contract with the state of Florida.
Respect to this cop for getting a little like trolling in there with the sergeant about not contracting with the state. This claim comes back to bite our soft-sick friend in the backside at the end. Stay tuned. Anyway, when officers ran his name, they discovered he had voluntarily surrendered his driver's license because, of course, he did. The car also had a Florida registration and was issued legit plates, but the registration had expired. Again, because of course it has. Anyway, this is where said sergeant arrives, called in by the officer who pulled him over.
Hey sir, I'm the sergeant. Can you do me a favor and step out of the vehicle for me, please? Huh? Okay, here's the deal, though. If you do not step out voluntarily, then we are going to make you get out of the vehicle. One way or the other. Because you have done something illegal. You have no valid driver's license, and that tag does not go with this vehicle. So that's why I'm asking you nicely, if you will step out of the vehicle. Okay.
That's not a state-issued license plate. Yeah, that's the illegal part, along with no insurance, no registration, and continuing to drive after voluntarily and stupidly surrendering your driver's license.
So are you not going to step out of the vehicle?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you're accusing me of doing something illegal.
Okay, well, we're going to show you. So I need you to step out of the vehicle, and I'm going to show you.
What have I done illegal?
That you do not have a valid driver's license. You surrendered your driver's license.
Right.
Okay.
It's not illegal for me to surrender my driver's license.
Right, but you have to have a driver's license in the state of Florida to be able to drive a car. So, if you would, please step out of the vehicle.
I'm not.
Okay.
So here's the thing. saying that it's illegal. I'm a non-resident. I'm not a resident. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're saying that, but there's an exception on the ruling if you're a non-resident.
Just for my
temporarily,
opinion, I ask him
if
that I can
it's
get
temporary, which it is, because I don't live out here. If it's temporary, then I get to use my permit or either my
Okay,
passport.
this officer is going to talk to you real quick, but I would really like for you to step out of the vehicle and talk to him.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay.
sir. How are you?
So, will you step out of the vehicle and talk to him, please?
I don't feel comfortable getting out.
Okay.
Sir, can I
I don't feel comfortable getting out of the car. Yeah, well, Floridians do not feel comfortable with you driving around illegally, hence why they have laws on the books to prevent and punish violators.
can I ask
One
you a
way or the
question?
other, you're going to get out of the vehicle, and we would rather not do it by force and break your windows. We would rather you step out.
Okay, now break my window.
Sir,
So the
man.
problem with what you're trying to do is you're trying to accuse me of doing something illegal. I was trying to explain to you.
Yes, sir. I'm not accusing you of doing something unlawful. I'm lawfully requesting that you exit the vehicle. And failing to exit the vehicle is going to mean that you're now resisting me without violence to my
That is
person.
not resistance. sir.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes, it is.
if I
And,
commit-
okay,
No.
so we're done. We're okay.
I'm asking.
All right. So
I'm
the
saying
next
that-
thing that we're going to do is more than likely we're going to break your window. We're going to unlock your door and we're going to pull you out of the car. Okay? No.
Yeah, we
Somebody hit my car.
blocked your car in so that you can't
You
leave.
hit my car.
I didn't. I'm
Yes,
just standing
you
right
did.
here.
I felt my car move.
Okay.
You hit my car.
What, you mean the car that shouldn't be on the road and you shouldn't be in because it's not registered and you haven't got a driver's license?
Sir, all the actions that are taking, that we're taking right now.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, we're past that.
How are we past that? I have
There are other issues at hand, mainly the fact that, like I said before, the officer did request that you exit the vehicle. You're failing to comply with that request, and now you're violating the Florida statute that says you have to comply with
That's
that.
what I was trying to explain.
Okay, resisting without violence, and that is what I explained to you earlier. Again, I said at the beginning of our interaction that if you would comply with this, it would go a lot smoother, and you'd probably be leaving with a few tickets instead of going to jail.
I'm trying to get
So you still do have a minute to comply with us and exit the vehicle.
non-resident.
That doesn't
I do not
apply.
have to-
Your beliefs don't
No,
apply
no,
to Florida State
no,
statute.
Title 13, I don't have to have a driver's license issued from the state of Florida if I'm not a resident.
Okay,
here.
we have a difference of opinions, and you know you're gonna be going to jail, and then you're gonna have a court date, so you'll be able to talk to a judge about your beliefs. Okay?
That's not my. I'm telling you, I'm not.
In other words, save it for the judge. Also, props to this cop for rightfully informing him that his beliefs do not apply to Florida statutes. More officers need to adopt this stance. Now, adopt the stance where you break his window and take him to jail.
We're trying to go the least aggressive route with this, but your actions are escalating this situation.
No, what it is.
Now I'm just gonna confirm your decision that you're not gonna exit the vehicle. Is that still
Okay, what I'm
your
trying to
decision?
ask you, why do you want me to exit the vehicle?
What's that?
Why do you want me to exit?
My partner who stopped you wants to
Why
exit
do y'all want me to exit my?
because you don't have a license to drive the vehicle.
Sir, I have an international driver's license. I'm
It doesn't
not a
apply.
resident.
None of that applies. Again,
That doesn't apply.
again.
It really does take a special kind of stupid to surrender a perfectly legal driver's license for a fake one, and to believe laws don't apply to you because you're not a resident of a state.
Again, we're trying to go the least restrictive route with having you exit the vehicle on your own volition, under your own power, without you incurring property damage to your friend's vehicle or your relative's vehicle.
Already did.
And I don't understand why you would choose the other option, which is
Because what you're gonna try to do is try to arrest me under a false pretense.
I don't want you reaching around. Hey, don't reach around. I don't want you reaching for nothing. Do you understand that? You're gonna get a gun in your face if you reach in
Sir,
there.
I'm telling you right now, you're playing with God. Don't play with me.
Do not
The
reach in there.
insurance- The insurance is in my car.
Do not
The
reach for
insurance
it.
is in here.
Do not reach for
He
it.
needs, okay, he's extremely hostile, and I want you to stay away from me. You better stay away from me.
Okay.
You guys love killing people of color. It's not going down tonight.
That's not
I'm
what we're trying to
having
do.
it.
Nobody's
I
trying
have
to do
a
that.
family.
I don't know what's worse, him accusing all cops of being racist just because he didn't like being told to stop doing something that could potentially end badly for him, or him using his family as a shield and as an excuse to not comply with lawful orders. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
And you're gonna be
That's why why we asked you to step out of the car so that we could talk to you.
Listen, ma'am. They've been here the whole time.
Okay.
He's asking for insurance. I have the insurance right here.
Right here, Reggie. Right here.
I have the insurance right here, and he's telling me that
right
it's not valid insurance.
I wonder why that is. Could it be because this insurance you claim to have is connected to a super secret birth certificate account that not one person has ever been able to verify or collect from by any chance? If so, then no, it's not valid, but the place to make that ridiculous argument is in a court of law, not while you're ignoring lawful orders on the side of the road.
You're not going to be lethal at all?
Okay.
Robinson.
So we're trying to make this so that nobody gets hurt. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to hurt you. And that is why I'm asking you to step out of the car. Because we don't know what's inside. We don't know what's inside your car. When you pick up the center console, we don't know what you're reaching for in there.
I mean, you can look.
Well, I can't really see all of it. I can see most of it.
Again, don't reach.
Ma'am, he needs to get away from me, because I'm telling you, if he pull a gun on me.
That's why I'm asking you to step out of the car. This could have already been over if you would have just stepped out of the car.
Yeah, but that would require common sense, something this particular individual is greatly lacking.
Well, why do I need to step out of the car?
Because that's what we're asking you to do. And right now you're resisting arrest. You're resisting. It's called resisting officer. You're resisting because we are asking you to step out and you're not. So now once the lieutenant gets here, if he gives us permission to break your window, we will be breaking your window and we will be pulling you out of the car.
For what?
So
you're under arrest. Make no
Because-
mistake about it. You are currently under arrest.
How are you going to arrest me? I haven't done nothing illegal.
So resisting an officer without violence,
I haven't been
as well as
resisting what?
I'm
because you
explaining
haven't
something to
gotten
you.
out of the car. So
Sir, make no mistake. I'm explaining to you as
You've
well as
already told him. He knows. So either step out of the car willingly, or we're going to pull you out by force.
Okay, so you're asking me to step out
I'm
of the car?
asking you to step out of the vehicle. Yes, I have asked you numerous times.
Okay, so what is the purpose for? Because I don't have to consent to a search. That's
No one said no one said that we're searching.
Alright, so after nearly an hour of the officer who made the initial stop trying to get him out of the vehicle and a sergeant, a lieutenant arrives and finally gets him to step out, but not without him whining and moaning about anything and everything.
Talk to these guys over here.
Right over here, okay? Come right over here.
Okay, so why are you arresting me?
Charlie 10 Johnsons, please. Times
Why are
one.
you arresting me? Why are you arresting me?
You're being arrested because you
I'm
don't
asking a question.
you don't have a
Why
license,
are you,
sir.
So you just lied.
I didn't lie. I told you
You
they were going to
did.
give you a citation. I didn't know they were going to arrest you. I had no
Yes,
idea.
you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. You can sit there and say I did all day long.
Sir, you knew they were going to arrest me, and all you had to do was admit to it.
You're right. I could have, but I didn't because I didn't know what they
So
were.
this is how you guys operate.
No.
You're okay.
Okay, first of all, I don't think you're in a position to accuse anyone of lying when you're the one operating a motor vehicle on a public road illegally and refusing lawful orders. Secondly, you should be thanking the gods that it was Orlando Police and not a department like Volusia County who pulled you over, because they hunt sovereign citizens like lions hunt wildebeest on the plains of Africa.
But you're terrorizing a law-abiding individual. I haven't committed any crimes. And what I'm saying is, I gave them my identification. Everything he asked for, I gave him what I have.
Okay.
Hit the back of my car. Who hit the back of my car? Because I'm going to sue you when I find out. Who hit the back of my car?
Did you break me down?
And you call yourself a man doing what you've done? You hit the back of my car?
I didn't drive this car.
Let's get him searched and in a car.
We'll share information.
So we don't have no
We're
scenes.
just making sure his cops are good.
No, I mean, who hit the back of my car? Because you guys
We're gonna put
literally
you in
hit
this
my
car.
car.
We're gonna
for
put
no
you in this
reason.
car.
I'm going to sue you for touching my car, says the guy who has just spent nearly an hour arguing laws don't apply to him. The cognitive dissonance is amazing.
We're gonna search him.
Other side.
So how are you going to search me and I haven't done anything illegal? I have nothing illegal on me. It's not a debate, sir. You're violating my rights by searching me, and I don't have anything illegal on me.
Widen your stance, please. Widen your stance.
That's as much as I can.
Okay.
Sir,
Just
I
widen your
have
stance.
an injured ankle.
Okay. Well, you'll be okay.
No. My right ankle is injured because a car part fell on it. You just kicked my ankle. Okay.
I have an injured ankle, no doubt triggered by the onset of incarceritis.
I'm just telling you that God is real, and you guys are doing this to the wrong person.
I appreciate that you got out of the car voluntarily.
And the facts are this. I know you do.
It saves us a lot of things.
But no, it's for immoral reasons. That's why you appreciate it. It makes your job easy, and it makes you look good, but it really makes you what you're doing. It makes you look terrible because you're harassing. What you're doing is harassing somebody who hasn't done anything illegal, and you're gonna find out that I don't do anything illegal. Yes. Okay. I'm just
making sure we're on the same page. We're gonna have a conversation. Have a seat. Watch your head. Butt first, feet second.
That helps. It helps if you sit first.
You're illegally searching my car.
It's called an inventory before your vehicle goes to the impound lot. Oh, by the way, your vehicle is getting impounded.
Sir,
Did you
get in the
hear what I
car.
said about sitting down first and then
There you go.
swinging your feet in second?
Okay,
That's the easiest way to go.
Yes, sir.
about
There you go.
Can you loosen these handcuffs?
No, sir. Go ahead, get in there.
No, because it's cutting off my circulation. That's why I'm
it. We
telling
have
you
the
that.
least means of restriction on your hands. We have 2 sets of handcuffs because you do have broad shoulders. Okay. Unfortunately, I know it's not comfortable, but
It's not that. I'm telling you,
going to be
it's
the way
cutting
it
off my
is.
circulation. I have 9-inch wrists. It's cutting off my
The
circulation.
quicker you sit down, the quicker we can get them
Sir,
off.
I'm telling you, it's pinching my circulation.
Okay.
All you need to do is loosen them, and then I'll sit down. That's all you need to do.
Which one? Which one?
Both of them.
Okay, we're not gonna.
Both
Okay, I can fit an entire finger in your right one or in your left one.
Pinching the top of my wrist. Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can loosen this one for you a little bit. Okay. All right, and I can fit a finger in this one now. Okay. All right. Now, like you said, you need to be a man. There you go. We made an agreement. We are now contracted. I need you to sit in the car. Okay.
A cop using a soft-sit's own script to troll him might just be the funniest thing I've heard since a Volusia County deputy trolled a soft-sit in this video. It almost makes up for the lack of window break and taser. Almost.
I'm not.
You're not
but
gonna
I'm-
slide. Put your foot in the car, please.
Push your foot back.
This is.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever that is.
Uh,
Maybe run those initials and see what they stand for.
I'm curious. Yeah. I don't know.
Alright, so according to Cop Action on Cam, his case is still pending. It could have something to do with the fact that he missed his court dates while out on bail. Also, apparently he was recently arrested on a warrant in another Florida county and is currently awaiting trial. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then all the links to do that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.